everyone, this is Paul, and we're doing a live after dark, launching right here after midnight, which is pretty fun. And so I'm going to go ahead and just open up the chat, put in a few messages, and send a link out to Discord, and then we are going to hit up here and start on Cuatro Colinas. So I really want to hunt two things specifically, and that's looking for my first trophy Roe Deer. I don't have any rare or any diamond of them, but I do have a few tents already set up, especially in this like one lake grind area that we'll try. And then also, I have some unfinished visions with the Ibexes there. I have a Grand Slam that actually my picture is in the thumbnail image of this video, um, but it's 2 out of 4 towards like the diamond Grand Slam, unfortunately. And so I actually have the other two that I flubbed their shots, so they didn't make the harvest screen, unfortunately, like with the full metal. So it'll be fun to go back there too. I just went before this stream started and picked up some tents, some excess tents from Rancho del Arroyo in Mexico, and we're gonna take them and use them here on Spain. And so um, Animal Guy, you're on here really quick. That's awesome, dude. What's up? Do you have the achievement for the? I should. I mean, I think I've played it on PS5 forever, so I'm not sure. I'll take a look. But yeah, so I have like the Grand Slam multi-mount, but it's just not the Diamond Grand Slam because two of them that I got, I flubbed the shots. So I don't know. Is the achievement for just like the Diamond? Because yeah, if so, I'd love to go back and hunt for them. They're fun to shoot, right? So we'll go for it. In the meantime, just curious, since you're on here, Animal Guy, like, Imul, Ridiculous Reptilian, you made it. I appreciate it. And you said you've got some work stuff to do, right? So that's awesome. Appreciate you guys. I'm just going to put on here really quick just a link to the Discord and just a brief chat here, and then we'll get going. And so I've got tents ready to go, and I've played Cuatro quite a bit. It's just been a while, and I was setting up this new room in my lodge that is for it's a Europe and Africa lodge, and like my Africa or my Europe maps, they vary for sure. I only have maybe like 3 to 5 trophies per, with the exception of Revenant Coast because I've grinded there for a bit, and so like I have some good stuff from Cuatro, but I need a little more. And also I just love that map. It's been a long time. I had a few recent commenters on the channel ask, "Hey, can you stream soon from Cuatro?" And I was like, "Yeah, for sure, that's fine." And so it'll be fun. Let me just do a few quick things for house call, and then we'll get going. Okay? And I appreciate you guys for hanging out here late. That's awesome. But yeah, in the meantime, in the chat, if you can just let me know what is the last time that you hunted on Cuatro. Do you still kind of actively hunt there or not? And what do you go for? So, just one moment. And we'll get going. Almost there. Oh, oops. Okay, so 2:06 p.m. and I'm trying to remember, Reptilian, like, are you in Australia? I haven't done one of these in a few weeks, but I feel like that was maybe the case where there were some Australians that were tuning in. So just let me know. Really curious. Okay, and then last thing I'm going to do is just post a link from the live stream, and then we'll be good to go. So, all right, share. You guys are awesome for being on here already. Bobby Nasty, hey, how's it going? What's up? I'm Paul. I don't think I know you, maybe, or haven't come across you yet. If this is your first stream, appreciate it. So we're gonna go hunt here in Cuatro Colinas, one of the prettiest maps, right? Like, come on, this one's so underrated. Let me go ahead and go to the reserve. Let's go ahead and get started here. Super hyped to go here. Like I said, I had a few commenters that were asking me to go here, and like, you don't have to ask me. I love this place. It's awesome. But I have a few goals in mind. Australia, yeah, that's what I was thinking. So, okay. Well, so Reptilian, I don't know. Do you play on Steam or console, because right now the Steam Summer Sale has hit. Hey, Bobby Nasty, thanks for joining in. Appreciate it. So, um, just to let you know, so this channel, I've been playing the game for over 3 years. I have 3 great ones, one super rare. I have like 150 diamonds and 60 rares. Love the game, um, and have just made a channel a little over 1 month ago. Actually, this week we had our 1 month anniversary, which is really cool. And we do casual hunting here on the channel, but also some grinding for sure too. I have some hunts for great ones. Like I said, I've gotten 3, but I've had more failed grinds than that. Or let's not say failed. This is late night. We've been beat up throughout the day from work and from who knows who. We gotta build each other up, right? And so let's just say they haven't yet come to full fruition. And so um, I wanted to come to Cuatro. Yeah, and so I've played this map. This is a really good one. Um, and by the way, I'm very responsive to chat, so glad to have you here. Um, Reptilian. So this is a good map, man. And now I will say you have these kind of trio maps where the red deer at the class 6 is the largest species, right? With Quattro, Tornasheen in Scotland, and then Te Awamutu in New Zealand. And so, and by the way, we're gonna go down here and we're gonna get into this. This is if you can see this is a Roe Deer lake that's used for like a one lake method. I've heard about that, which is pretty cool. So we're gonna go ahead and check this out because we're already in, yeah, for time, and we'll get started with the roe. But these maps where the roe deer are the largest species, you're either gonna like that or not. I certainly understand where, like I like big game and big species, but I also love red deer. But there is a nice kind of balance though, to where we can come to these maps. You don't have to have quite as much weaponry on you. You can kind of cool things down a little bit. Simplify your loadout somewhat. It is kind of nice. And so, speaking of which, yeah, my loadout looks totally fine. Yeah, I'm happy with it. So we're going to get started. In the missions, I'm trying to think. I haven't done the missions here in a while. Yeah, it looks like okay. I've completed a handful of them. I think one of these you do get like a mission. What's the weapon? The 22 Varminter. I'm pretty sure I got that here a long time ago. This is one of my first maps that I got, Quattro, and it's just so good. So if you haven't gotten it, if I were to sell you on Quattro, I would say it might be the best map that where like the red deer is the biggest. The scenery, dude, is ridiculous. You have these like Spanish winery vineyard fields everywhere, which is really cool. Now, I think that you need to like antlered or horned, sorry, horned species, because the Ibex is like, to me, I love horned species. I think they're super cool, and some of the best ones in the entire game are on this map, exclusive with the 4 different Ibexes, right? Especially the Beseat Ibex. That thing is sick. It's so cool. I mean, it's better than a blue sheep. It's better than a bighorn. Like it's huge. Later on, we'll go to my trophy lodge, but if you do look at the thumbnail image that like was on this chat, like the Grand Slam that's cut out, that's highlighted in red, that is my Grand Slam, and so 2 of the 4 are diamond, which is great, and then like I said, I have 2 other diamonds. It's just that I shot them unfortunately in a bad way and missed them, so kind of a bummer. But really quick, just want to show you guys here. We're gonna start with roe deer because I'm already 16 o'clock. They hunt from 14 to 17, so we'll do roe deer, and then kind of like minutes later, we'll go out and rotate to ibexes. Okay, animal guy, have you got the wolf mufflin multi mount? No, I'll look into that. I want better muff. Is it mufflin? Mufflin? Um, I'm not trying to be some reject Kentucky American guy, but I don't. That's a tricky word. I only have like a few gold, 1 or 2 gold mufflins. Now the wolf, I'm pretty lucky. I have a near super rare. If you also look on the thumbnail image there, and I'll go to the trophy lodge later, I have an Iberian wolf with a rare winter coat that you can tell is not remastered like the Grey Wolf was, unfortunately. But it is a 38.95. I believe. So it's like 0.05 away from being super rare. Kills you. But okay, let me see. How far away are we? I'm gonna go ahead and try to. Oh, you know what? Ah, sorry. One thing I didn't realize. I need to bring. Okay, we're gonna go through these red deer. I need Mouflon. Mouflon? Mouflon? Is that it? I love that this chat has phonetics like this late. Thank you guys. It's this is what we're here for, right? Just exciting stuff. So, um, let me go ahead. I just want to add a tripod. I didn't really think about that. So, and I have way too much weaponry on me. So, um, I don't need any class 1 weapon here. I'm just looking. How can I free up some space? I'm at 23. Yeah, let's take away the as much as it's fun, the Vasquez Cyclone, I think I'm okay. We'll take that out. Yeah, and that'll do it. Okay, sweet. I went to the Rancho del Arroyo right before this and cleared out like 13 tents. So I don't know if you guys saw it or not. If you didn't, I don't. It's fine. Rancho's not the most exciting map, but I went there last week on a stream for like the reserve revival, and I didn't realize that I had a ton of. Okay, here we go. Now we're gonna go. I had a ton of tents there, like a max amount of tents on a map that I don't play. So I was like, that's a mistake. So of course I'm gonna be here to attempt the Roe Deer, kind of getting it started for eventual grind. Have you guys done the Roe Deer, Great One grind, or do you have like a trophy one? I've always wanted one, and I think the new ones look cool. Close enough. I try. I'm not really good at pronunciation, so I appreciate it. Mufflon. I don't know. I'll work at that. But yeah, I think that the roe deer are a cool species. They're kind of like just a mythic, like fairy tale, classic deer, right? Um, Sort of like hunting a wild boar, right? Is something that like Game of Thrones and the Baratheons would do. So, dog, can you get away from me? He's always in the way, right? That should be. Come on. Let's just see if we can put a chair. Oh, okay, that works. Perfect. And let's take a shot, and we'll get started. We're gonna go through like 4 or 5 zones on this one lake. That's where I've heard about this one lake method, which is pretty good. Oh, let me think really quick. That's from a prior night stream. Sorry about that. Reptilian, you mentioned you took advantage of the sales, but you already dropped $50. Nah, I get it. There's a ton of stuff on there, so I don't blame you at all. Oh, it's a class 3. I didn't need this weapon on me. For now, we'll use the Varminter. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. What's that one? Class 2. What's over there? Nothing much. Hold on. Now, I need to look at my Call of the Wild Companion app and just take a look at what the rares are. I think that I'm guessing they're probably pretty basic for the Roe Deer, but black bear. Okay, so if you saw on my channel, I put up a poll this over the weekend. It was like a America poll, asking everyone for their favorite USA map, and I'm not surprised that the winner was Silver Ridge Peaks. And so I will be doing that stream, like the next one, and I'll be hunting black bear from there too, because I really need them. So I actually don't have any trophy black bear, which sucks. So um, it's the basic. Okay, albino, Milanos, that's fine. But yeah, so I'd like to go for one for sure. Um, black bear, cool. I didn't get that. Oh man, that's a bummer. I need to get the frost for this, I believe. Yeah, that would be really helpful, actually. Okay, I'm gonna get out. I don't need the 308 at the moment. We're gonna get out the frost because it's class 2, so we could just destroy some roe deer. That sounds really bad, I'm not trying to harm these poor animals, but how's the black bear going? Yeah, and I know about what is. Do you do like the four lake method on Silver's Peaks, or do you hunt them kind of casually or somewhere else? Just curious. Um, I'd like to do some more for sure because they're fun. But oh, let's see. I don't need that. Don't need that. I'm just there. We go. Okay, I think I'm just about ready to go with the frost. That's a really good weapon for this for Peru. Peru's been fun. Um, I finally got a few much long-awaited trophies from there. I got a diamond, my first diamond jaguar. That was awesome for sure. Okay, here we go. And and then a leucistic gold black caiman. Oh, so sick. The rare reptiles on all the maps are just the best, right? So okay, let's see what we've got. There's a two miner over there. I see some in the distance. They're way out of range. Let me get a little bit closer, and we'll get a shot. G, hold on, G muffins. Is that how it is? Or Gmuffins. How's it going? Thanks for joining the chat. I appreciate it. We're here up late, live after dark. I do this every 2 weeks or so when I'm able to. When the girlfriend downstairs goes to sleep and she's all good to go, and I'm also just not busy with work at night. And so I like to come on here when I can and have a great time, have a good chat. We have a recurring group of people, which is really cool. Look at those ugly PS5 graphics. Oh my gosh, man. And that should not be the case, but oh, looks terrible. We're doing a row for the moment. Oh man, it's kind of getting away. I'm gonna go for a long shot because I like doing long shots and being kind of taking the challenge every now and then. Oh, let's take a look. Hold on one moment. Oh yeah, this will be fine. We'll see if I got it or not, but it should. It feels good when you hit. Oh, okay, and then this one. Oh man. Okay, I'm just looking. So I didn't think I got one earlier, but it looks like I did, and this hunting pressure, it wasn't here for a while. So that means I probably got non-vital. Okay. We're going to go chase this down. So, but in the meantime, look at this beautiful, amazing Spanish countryside. It's awesome, right? So, um, I'm curious to see if you guys, for those of you that do play this map, um, if you have played it much, where do you rank it? It's an oldie but goodie for me. I have it right in the middle, well, roughly of the 18 or 19 maps we've got now. When I did my ranking video, which is like the third video on the channel, and I did it right before the Peru map came out, I rated this number 9, so like right in the middle. Are you going to start a road grind? Yeah, and so actually, and I've been here earlier, and so like this is like the one lake method, right? I've heard of that one, but I've got a few other places with zones to get to. So like down here, so it's starting G Muffin for sure, and so um, it's time to go ahead, and I don't have any trophy roe deer. Now I have like 50 diamond red deer. I have a great one mule deer, a great one fallow, and a great one whitetail, which is super cool. Um, I have like 18 diamond fallow and I think 14 diamond moose. So I've got like 3 diamond elk, like done really well with deer. It's the smaller species, because I like the big ones, that I don't have enough of. So yeah, I really want to. Once they announce the great one, and not that I'll get one. I mean, like odds are I probably won't get one, right? But it would be nice to at least have the incentive to get into roe deer and get a diamond or two, but get some, hopefully get a few rares. So yeah, we'll be doing. And I heard that it's great to do Quattro. But if you have a different recommendation of like a different map, let me know because there's tons of places to shoot roe, right? That is a lot of bunnies. I put away my class 1 gun. I don't think class 1s are that good on this map, but hey. I hear you. Yeah, so I placed a tent so I can go back really quick once we find this one. But yeah, apparently I hit a non-vital with my varminter, so we'll see. All right, G Muffins. Let me see. I hope I'm saying it right. That's what it looks like G Money or something. Um, I like this map because the Ibex after them is kind of yeah, I get that for sure. The wolves look terrible. And look, no shame. Do you see my thumbnail image that drew you all in here? It has my Iberian rare wolf. It's got a winter coat, and look, I love it, but it looks garbage. And it's not my fault, so it's on the game, right? Okay. Oh, that was a trip. Oh, that's a weird shot. I don't know what happened. I must have hit the wrong one. Let me just refresh myself. Diamond is an 81.8. Yeah, I haven't seen any. I think my best Roe Deer I have in the lodge is like a 73 gold. So, okay, let's zoom back. Yeah, because I know I got another one down here. There. Okay, I have about a half hour left. So we'll do this for a bit. And then we're also going to do some Ibex hunting too. I have to look. I have two Ibexes that I need to get a diamond of. A clean diamond. Because like I said, I flubbed two of them. I've seen what the racks look or the horns look like, but I kind of flubbed a few, but we'll go back. I think the two I need to do are the southeastern or southwestern Spanish ibex, and then I think the Greedos. I'm quite sure that I have the Beseet ibex, which is the best one. It's the biggest one, and then the Ronda. That's what I'm thinking about. Yeah, no, the Roe Deer remodel looks good. Better remodel, the Roe or the Mule Deer. Like, dude, they crushed Mule Deer. This is an unpopular take. I didn't really like hunting mule deer before. I just thought they looked kind of goofy and big and squatty, and I just didn't like their faces a whole lot. And bro, once after the remodel for a ski ridge, man, they're one of the prettiest deer in the whole game. I love them. And again, that was my first great one. Was a ski ridge last year in 2025. I got the funky, admittedly the funky velvet rack, but I like it. Like it's a great one. Who cares, right? Got the pedal puff and but yeah the roe deer or sorry the mule deer made a huge comeback, but roe is just again it's one of those classic species that they need to have right. I think so it's really cool that they're going back. Mule deer have gone through a few. I don't know if it's three. In my I gotta tell you, in my time with the game, which is like 3 years, I joined the game in between New England Mountains and Emerald Coast. Okay. I thought that the only one I recall was the one from Ski Ridge, so I could be wrong. Red Deer have gotten like three remodels, and they still look a little funky, which is kind of funny. Um, so, got a non-vital. Okay, is that? Let's go for it. Help me out, good boy. Sorry, if you hear good boy, that's like the name of my dog. So, and not to sound like this country person that's like good boy, good girl. I hate that kind of stuff, but I just think in this game it's like a term of endearment. So, um, okay, that's a okay. Let me take a look. Yeah, there's a lot of females, unfortunately, in these zones. So, oh, there it is. Nice. Okay, we'll see if there's one more shot, and then we'll kind of move on. Yeah, so that's what I remember. Mule deer in Park A, and that was before. Well, sorry, I mean I know that they were introduced in Park A. I just don't recall if they came in after that. That should have been a gold. I flubbed the shot. Man, look at their like ear hair. It's pretty funky. But yeah, I do want to get, like I said, at least a trophy, right? Just curious in chat, what is and I think Animal Guy, you said you're going for black bear, which is cool. Um, G Muffins, if you're in right now, what are you going for? What's the current hunt or hunt? Sorry, I can't talk. Grind or map. What are you going for? You know. Let me see. Okay, so I'm down at the bottom. Let me jump to one more spot that I know that there's some roe deer. It's kind of I think it's kind of a tricky location to see. We'll find out. Reptilian, good point on the mule deer great ones. I agree with you. So, in just full transparency, so I think to me, objectively, the worst rack is that spiral rack. I think it looks terrible. It just doesn't look like a mule deer in my opinion. And then, but like full transparency, like I have the velvet rack. I can say that's the second worst. Now, like I said, I've come to like it because you're going to like any of your own great ones because of how hard they are to get. I mean, it's just like what you got to do. But and I do think it's unique and pretty cool, but it's also like very funky, right? It's in the other four racks for mule deer. They look great. I think with the drop tines and whatnot, man, they look so sick. Or just like the classic antlers look great. So I was hoping to not do that. It's on stream. That's kind of fun. Like, why not? So sometimes if I'm more patient, I can get through there. But okay, I think there are zones. Let me take a look. Okay, over there, and we're pretty late, so it might be time just to go ahead and hit up the ibexes, right? Oh, I could have gone this way. It's a little bit flatter. Oh, but by the way, look at this. Just like look at this. This is a relatively older map. Well, like middle tier of the game or life of the game. It's gorgeous. And these fields out here, like that field hunting, if you're into that, right, with Hirschfeld or Saltfieldsen Park, it's awesome here. Um, you oh, sorry, one thing I just forgot. I just realized, huh? I did not equip like a handgun or a bow. There's Iberian wolf packs all the time that will attack you here, so I'll probably do that. I mean, I have the morality for it if I need anything, but it's still a pretty good idea. Okay, I think we'll kind of just call Roe Deer for now, but I do want to keep going and hunting more of them. Oh, I put the spot down here too. Oh, okay. I haven't come back here in a while, so it's good to see. But yeah, I agree with you. The mule deer great ones, they're either really cool or they just look like stupid goofy. Um, they went a little too artificial on a few, and even like some of the furs that are technically cool, they're kind of space themed, right? Which is just a little odd, but the ones that I've seen that are really cool, like for who's our Discord user, the he got his first great one last week. I'm sorry. Boom, that felt good. Okay, we got a little two at least. Um, Onyx, it's Onyx the Great. I think he's in our Discord. He got his first mule deer or his first great one like last week on a ski ridge. It was like one of the better racks. I think it was the drop tine rack. And so, for example, his score was it's a one, so I'm good to go. His score was a 550 on a mule deer, and then mine, which is the velvet rack, which is again it's the funky one, that score is a 420, and so like big difference. So, all right, let me go pick this up. Man, there's a lot of females I'm picking up, but that's okay. We're near the end here anyway. There we go. I heard something. Yeah, yeah. But I mean, I will say that, but getting mule deer diamonds, like I can show you if you're curious later in the trophy lodge. I have a bunch of them of different um, shapes, like how the mule deer it can form like an ace of spades shape, or like half of it, or partial, or it's like the ace, the spade will be closed, but the bottom part will be like open, or vice versa, where like the bottom part will be touching, but the top is open. And there's all these variations of it. They look great. Like I think they're so cool. And then lastly, I do have a few dilute mule deers, which are it's like an icy kind of blue white, and it looks like breathtaking, super cool. I don't think. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and go to do some ibex hunting, which has been a while. I'm excited. Um, okay, I need the southeastern Spanish ibex. Tell you what, really quick, let's go to my trophy lodge, and I'll just show you guys what's up. Um, let's go to Europe and Africa. Yeah, and I'll just show you what I'm going for, so you can see what I'm, trying to do here. Ridiculous Reptilian. I've had 3 level 5s on my SRP map and 2 Retrolls. I'm sorry. It's just the worst, right? Like why do they even tease us? It's terrible. It sucks. So not cool. Curious, you guys are okay. Is it late where you guys are, or if you're living somewhere else? Like, what time is it? I know Reptilian. I think you're in Australia, so like I'm in Kentucky in the United States. Um, don't think I'm some like backward Kentuckian. We actually have like cool people here. Um, and so I am. Oh, never mind. There we go. So it is like 12:30 a.m. here. Okay, so this is like that's all Revenantuli Coast stuff. So this is a Quattro room and I'm brand new. Like a few days ago, I'm redoing all my lodges, which is kind of cool. I'm trying to go through this like kind of geography pairing of like Southeast Asia and Australia with New Zealand, Europe and Africa, and then like the Americas together. And so it's not done. Animal guy, oh man, I think are you on like West Coast of California? Maybe I think that sounds kind of familiar, but if so, I'm jealous. Yeah, I love Sacramento. Maybe I'm trying to remember. Um, so here's my what am I trying to say? My Grand Slam, and so you can see the Beseet Ibex, which is this big one. Oh, it's so sick, right? Like that's so cool. That's a diamond, 198. Then the Greedos, which frankly, I always get these mixed up. I kind of forget which one's the Greedos. Um, sorry. Oh, where'd it go? It's a gold. I have a diamond scoring one in my Hall of Shame that I flubbed. Yeah, nice. Okay, cool. Hey, good stuff. I'm watching Darius Acuff in the summer league. So, Southeastern Spanish Ibex, you can see it's a gold 95, and so, which I think is this one. I could be wrong. And again, I gotta get that one. And then the Ronda Ibex, which I think is this one on the end, that one's a diamond. So I've got a few diamonds, but we need to work on the Greedos and the Southeastern Spanish. And I want to just get more Ibexes, just even if they're golds, just to kind of put in this room. Um, Let me see. I have, yeah, so here's like that winter Iberian wolf that is like less than zero point 0.1 for being a super rare, but it looks atrocious compared to the gray wolf. Look at that thing. Ugh. Um, okay, so my best Roe Deer is a 77.6. It's pretty good, like 6 points lower than diamond. And I do have a diamond red deer from Quattro, which is funny. I have one here, and then I have like one diamond red deer from Parquet, and then I have like 50 from Te Aurora. Okay, so that's what I want to add on. So let's go back to the map. Okay. Hold on one second. You mentioned this. The Fangs Out multi-mount. Okay, let me take a look. And I noticed too that I'm missing some. There we go. Oh, nice. Okay, so three male wolves and then one mufflin. So I've got a mufflin. So I could do this right now, but I don't have like a trophy mufflin. I like to do that. And then for wolf, I have the winter. That'd be a cool one. Okay, so if I can get like a trophy mufflin, I don't know if I say it terrible, then that could be pretty cool. Thanks for showing that out. Okay, let's go back. Sweet. You gotta love this game. It's all just weird glitches and stuff, right? Like the bugs are kind of part of the charm. It's ridiculous. Oh my god. Are you guys like snacking on anything, drinking anything? I've been on this health kick with the girlfriend lately, which is good because I'm like a 300-pound guy, which sucks. I used to be a lot lighter, and I like my food and stuff, and so I'm working on it. Went to the gym today, did CrossFit, and then went after that for like a crunch, like a box gym, and so we did like some extra leg work there. Got 12,000 steps in today, so lost like 13, 14 pounds recently, which is really good. I'm happy with that for sure, but got a long way to go. So right now my stomach is like I'm hungry. I'm not craving, but I'm hungry, and so hopefully that's like a what's the word? A calorie deficit, you know. So if you guys are eating some good snacks, some pizza rolls, or who knows what, I'll be really jealous. So okay, um, we'll go for the Spanish Ibex first. Actually, this Greedos Ibex is close to an outpost, and I need that one. These are from 10 to 14. And let me just remind myself. right here too. So okay, Wild Panda's dead-eyed Dougie, hallelujah. The girlfriend likes me and all, but like even she doesn't say hallelujah when I come in the door, you know. Thanks, I appreciate that. Really good hearing from you. So super cool. We're here on Cuatro. For you all that don't know, I'll just mention this really briefly, and then we'll go into the Ibex hunt. In Dead-Eye Dougie, we did a little bit of roe deer shooting down here at a few lakes, and we'll come back later and do some. But really quick, for Cuatro Colinas, it's 4 mountains. And just note, those are the 4 mountains. Each one around it is the basis for one Ibex, and there's 4 of them. So, I mean, I didn't know this, so I'm just letting you know if you ever want to hunt for Ibex. So, like, for example, like this right here, it's called Dehesa Real or something like that. Like, and this is actually like a mountain. And so there's a few lakes around it. Like, this is the Gredos Ibex Mountain, okay? And so any drink zones around it has ibexes. Is it just those two? I think it's just those. I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure it's just those two. Yeah. And so what's cool is like you need to only hunt here for drink zones for that Gredos ibex, for example. And then down here, uh, Santa. So these are southeastern Spanish ibexes um, at these zones, and I think I'm going to guess these as well. Oh yeah, they should be. I didn't. Okay, I don't have all my zones. I can see I need to get a few more, which we'll do maybe tonight. But yeah, so like around here, that's like all you have to do is like these 5 lakes for that ibex, which is really cool. And then up here, um, okay, this one has a name. Yeah, Llanuras de la Cosecha. I took Spanish in high school, but I don't pronounce it well at all. I sound really basic. This is for the Besit Ibex, which is the biggest one. It's awesome. Like, if you want to go for one Ibex for a diamond, because it has the best rack or horn, go for this one. So this is the Besit Ibex one, like right there. Oh yeah, and then dude, this lake back here in the very like top of the map is sick for Ibex and for red deer. Um, but again, it's not like that many. So each mountain has like maybe 4, 5 lakes at the most that you can cover. So it's cool is if you want to, you can put tents on maybe like 1 or 2 mountains at a time and just kind of go through and hit like 1 or 2 ibexes and then move on to the other ones. It's awesome. So Deadeye Dougie, I am going for 2 specific ibex to fill in my diamond Grand Slam. Like I have half of it. I have a diamond Besit ibex and then a diamond Ronda ibex. The other 2 I have golds. I technically got the diamonds for the other 2, but I flooded their shots, so they're in my Hall of Shame. Which, if you guys want to check it out like at the end of the stream tonight, or just tell me before you're going to go to bed later, I'll take you to my Hall of Shame. I actually haven't shown it on the channel yet, not for any reason. I just haven't got to it yet. But I'll show you my Hall of Shame, which is all flubs. It's more than I want to be there, but they're there. So anyway, and this is the last mountain. I don't have a name for it, but this has the Ronda Ibex at a few spots. So yeah, that's what's cool with this map is like, dude, going for each Ibex specifically is not difficult at all. So, but let's go on the bottom side, and we'll start here for the Gredos Ibex. Yeah, be cool. And if we can get a diamond, actually, I'd love to get a rare. That'd be awesome. I would do that too. If I had a few diamonds and then a few rares like in the Grand Slam, I'll take it. That'd be cool. But this is a really fun map for it's great for red deer. It's not Tale of War, but it's really good. Although I think now if you're gonna hunt red deer, you just go to Scotland because it it just feels right. Yeah. I'm my family is Scottish descent, and so I'm from like the MacDonald clan. Apparently, I need to go over there and kind of visit sometime. But the red deer in Scotland just kind of feels like that's where you should hunt it. But I do like coming here for some species for sure. They could do a backfill here and there. That'd be kind of nice. But let's go to 12 o'clock and just see. Let's go to 11:45, and we'll see what we can come up with. So, other than the ibexes, like I like the Iberian wolves. I like the wild boar. The wolves just so badly needs a remaster. It looks as bad as the side striped jackal or the lion or the grizzly bear. It's awful. So okay, I'm just looking. I have a tripod stand. I have a tent. But yeah, I'd like to just complete like the diamond slam or the trophy, or if it's rares, I'll call it the trophy slam. That'd be nice. And then the Roe Deer, I want to set up an event like I'm kind of like on a few zones. I want to set up a real grind eventually for the great one. It gets I have no trophy Roe Deer, no rares, no diamonds at all. So I'd like to get a few. Let me check. I'm 212 from a zone. Okay, so we need to go ahead and start looking. There they are. Um, I'm gonna go ahead and double check myself on the Colorado Companion app. I haven't hunted these in forever. I'm sure these go to level 5. I just want to make sure, like, what am I dealing with here? Which, by the way, if you don't know the Colorado Companion app, like, get it. It's a lifesaver. Max difficulty is 5. Their score goes up to 100. Okay, and they weigh 102. Okay, so, like, that 3 is not even close. Yeah. But I should shoot it, right? So, since it's only a 1 shooter, we're just gonna go ahead and take it out. Oh man, don't. Hold on. I think this frost is gonna just demolish in this map. So, and Deadeye, just remind me and anyone else that's on the chat. Appreciate you guys viewing. We got a few more coming on late. That's great. Anyone that's on late and cares to watch me hunt, kudos. Um, what are you hunting right now? What are you going for? I chose not to do Peru tonight. I just figured that everyone is doing Peru, but like it's for a reason. Like it's still fun, of course, and so I'll be doing some streams here and there for Peru. I still got unfinished business. Really need to get like a diamond capybara and a spectacled bear. Yeah, like the most. It's got mythical, one of those. So, but I got a rare black caiman. Got a leucistic. I put a short clip out today on the channel. If you haven't seen it, it's awesome. I was shocked. And then I have my first diamond jaguar, which is also a melanistic charcoal, which is awesome. I know it's an uncommon, but who cares? It looks amazing. So, all right, I think I'm here. Yeah, I'm starting to kind of remember this hunt because I came here maybe like a year and a half ago. I think it was before Ski Ridge, yeah. And I was like, let's go for this diamond slam, and I think it only took me. It only takes about 2 days or so, really, to kind of go for these. So, ugh, funky looking. Okay, I'll see the chat. Just give me 1 second. I'm just gonna see where I am because I haven't been here in a long time. Okay, let me check up with you guys. I appreciate all the comments for sure. We got more coming on. Welcome to Cuatro Colinas, and if you haven't played this map, get it if it's on sale. This map is really fun. It's not going to be like a #1 contender, but it's really good and it's different. So I'll catch up with you guys. Let me see what is here. All threes. Boo. Okay. Deadeye, I appreciated your comment about herd management. Yeah, for sure. No, and that's where I wanted to put this video out there, because there's a lot of discourse of people that like hate grinders and they don't or they think that grinders think that they're smarter than natural hunters, and it's like the video is the point isn't to be mad at the developers, but it kind of is. It's like, well, you know what? Like if there's so many ways the developers could do this the right way. We've all thought of really good ideas, right? I think a simple one is there's a 4 easy. Okay, we're getting somewhere. The developers could easily put in, let's say, once the game detects that you've shot, I don't know, 100 of a species in a certain amount of time or whatever, or you could somehow just input of like, hey, I'm grinding. You could tell it or something like input. But let's say once you hit like every 500 or so of one species, we're gonna shoot this 4 easy by the way. That the game could then like increase the spawn rate, like double it or something from like 0.0001 whatever it is to like something a little more closer. And then let's say for every 500 or so kills you get in like a moose grind or row or whatever, the ratio, or sorry, that the spawn chances of getting a great one increase. what also someone said what I like, this is more for the long-term players that have played for like 5 or 9 years and they've never seen a great one at all, which is not a fault to them. Like they're just casually hunting and playing, having fun. The developers have made it way too just ridiculous to have any shot to see one like naturally. I think that if the game could detect that, like, hey, if you've played, if you've gotten like 5,000 harvests, let's say, here's another zone, or whatever number it would be, 10,000 harvests. I don't know what the number is. They could pick an arbitrary number and say, hey, once a player's put this much time or 500 hours or whatever it would be, the game can then be like, look, let's go ahead and notify the player of like in a story kind of way of like, hey, we hear that on this map there's a fabled legendary, or there's a fabled animal. Go see it. And you still have to go and find it and discover it, but at least a player could know that, hey, and it's like an automatic spawn because you've played the game for so long and you've never seen one. The game could spawn one, not make it too difficult, too easy, but just like, hey, on the map, go check out a fabled somewhere, and that would be so cool. I think that would be great. Um, the the friend of mine that got me into this game has played it since the beginning for like 7 or 8 years, he said, and he's never seen a great one, and he really wants to, and frankly, he's been kind of bummed. And I felt kind of bad telling him when I got mine, because I do play the game more than him now, because he's like a dad and all that. But it's just like, it kind of sucks. So anyway, I want to put that video out there. I think that herd managing and all that, it gears towards a certain kind of person. And as long as the game's offering both ways, I don't have a problem with it. I just think it's more so on the developers to come up with a solution that appeases everyone. And there's so many ideas that we could do, and they just do nothing, So okay, um, in rant there. But if you have any comments or want to weigh in, like feel free. Right? What else is here? I know there's like some threes, but oh, I'm right up here. Oh, he's like right there. Hold on, are there any males? Yeah. I don't know why I'm this close. We're gonna wreck a few. Oh, I have. Sorry, wrong site. That's a morality. That should do it, I think. Okay, guys, hold on. Let me go back and pick up my... Did I miss it? And I'll catch up on chat. I appreciate you all for sure. It's always super cool to see everyone having a good time at night. I just think I missed my... Oh, it's right here. Got it. Okay. There we go. 4 easy. So gold is what, 80? Okay. Gotcha. Alright, let me see. Reptilian, I see you. Hunting Nepal tonight. Yeah, dude, hey, it's Son of Raton. That's one of my favorite maps. So yeah, that's really cool. If you got anything good, let me know. Um, would you ever go for duck hunting, animal guy? Yeah, for sure. And actually, I want to go for wood duck hunting specifically. Oh, do you mean like in real life or like in the game? Let me know. But if it's in the game, like I want to go wood duck hunting to get like some trophies and stuff. I have some spots in a ski ridge. I think there's truly beautiful ducks, and yeah, I'd love to get some. So I shot this one and it died. Yeah, let's just go ahead and find a spot. Okay, Tillian, where would I rank Peru among the maps? And I'm going through that, trust me. So since it's live after dark, let's go ahead and talk about it. Oh man, my number one, and I'm going to reveal I have it changed. My top two in some kind of order is Son of Baton and the Ski Ridge, and I keep kind of going back and forth. I still have Nepal above Peru. I put out a video on it. The main reason is that I just prefer antlered and horned species for like trophy hunting because you get this great visual feedback instantly of like, whoa, look at that rack, or whoa, look at those horns. Or even in the case of a Bengal tiger, it's the biggest tiger, feline in the game so far. Well, I think so, right? That or the lion. And so I just like the bigger animals in Nepal. Um, than Peru. Personally, we're like my only thing with Peru, and it's an awesome map. It's like top five somewhere. And I'll keep talking through it really quick, but I love it. It's just that every single animal I have to cycle through with like the spotting, right? And that's the only way that I can tell that if something's actually a trophy. The capybara, the caiman. I mean, all these species that are super cool. Like they're really, really neat. It's just like I can't look at them with my own eyes and tell like, oh, that's a trophy. Now, once you're in the like the harvest screen, and once you already know that it's a trophy, um, like then I understand that you can kind of look at like, oh, hey, there's the weight, there's the extra broad shoulders of a diamond tiger or something like that. I get it, but just kind of hunting in the moment, I they all look, and they're all relatively smaller animals. Like the caiman is super awesome. I love the caiman, but it's smaller than a crocodile, right? The capybaras are awesome, but they're a class 4. So it's just even the spectacled bear, which is really interesting because of the markings. Like they did a great job with that, like full kudos. But it's just that it's still a smaller bear. That's the only thing for me with that map where I just wish that it and it's no fault to the developers. I think they captured Peru perfectly, pretty much. It's just like not my favorite species list, but it's up there. So if I don't have it, um, at like 1 or 2 or something, there's a 4 easy 88. That's a pretty good one. We'll shoot that one. Right here. So let me think. What goes after that? Right. It's in that next tier, I will say. So, or that next group. I think the Emerald Coast Australia map is amazing. Emerald Coast versus Peru is really tough for me. Ooh, there we go. I got a hot shot. Nice. Um, Emerald Coast versus like Virhonga Savannah in Africa. I'll have a controversial take. Like that's a tough one for me too. It's a better map. It's a better map than Virhonga. It's a better landscape. It's better gameplay. I have to admit that. I have a soft spot for the African animals, but like it is a better map than that. So I'll say that. Is it better than Silver Ridge Peaks? Again, I love that map for nostalgia, and I love like the elk and the black bear and the bison, like the big species. That one's close for me. I'll be honest with you. I'm not really sure. I mean, it's a better landscape. I think that like landscape wise, pacing wise, they did great. So yeah, I'm kind of thinking it's like a top 5 map, somewhere from 3 to 5, like in there. Yeah. Um, I just don't know if it's better than like Emerald Coast. It's right there. But also, again, I need to play it more. Um, Last thing I'll say before I catch up with you guys, and I appreciate all the comments and stuff, is that I don't want to criticize Intusuyu for being like a dense jungle map because like that's what the landscape is, right? And I think it's really good that they captured that. Really quick, we're gonna just shoot 2 of these. Um, so like I know players don't like it. It's like, well, I mean, like it's not some fantasy landscape, right? I think that they did a really great job of making it. I was so slow. I'm really sorry. That was terrible shooting on my part. Let's get the one. Um, so I don't personally penalize it for it. Hot take: the Jaguar grind. It's not my favorite. Now the Jaguar is awesome. Like they crush the Jaguar. It's beautiful. I've seen its rares. I have a diamond, melon charcoal. It's awesome. Okay, so to be clear, I'm saying that the grind itself, like I enjoy it, but I have to be in a certain mindset to keep going for it. Now, a few things for that. It's for one, it's a night hunt, and I think night hunts are just a little bit tougher. Admittedly, I think they are, and that's fine. Like it's not a bad thing. Let me go. I have to go. Like, oh, okay. Let's go. I don't have great options here. I guess they're kind of the same. Let's just go from here. I don't know. Um, but like I do a night hunt on Grey Wolf. I have it on Yukon Valley, and it's really fun. Like it's still ongoing. I haven't got a great one yet, but I shot a ton of diamonds, like 9 diamonds, and got 3 rares. It's gone well so far. But like it's on Yukon Valley, and like the zones are just open and it's beautiful, and I love Yukon. Yukon in my heart's like up there, with any of them. We're gonna go to this lake over here for some Greedos Ibex. Um, I prefer the night hunting for the Grey Wolf versus the night hunting of the Jaguar. for me, and I've watched video. I watched like I Buy Premium's guide, and I watched another one, so I have the idea of what to do. It's just that like the amount of brush and the creeping up you kind of have to do, so to speak. But very frankly, just how you there's all these. It's not the coastline. Like the coastline's fine. It's like that inner kind of strip of the lakes you have to do that are in the thick jungle, and how you just don't have good visibility on them. It's a challenging grind. And look, I think it's great. Like, I don't want to be mad at the game that they gave us a challenge. They gave us a feline great one. Awesome. Like, huge win. And I'll have a video coming up here in another week or two where I talk about like the things that the Peru map has given the game, and maybe where the game kind of still has some holes. It's improved a lot. But if I'm just going to compare like Great One grinds, I've done a lot of them. It's just one where I need to be in the mindset of like, okay, I'm gonna go for these jackwires and we're ready to go for the challenge. It's not one that I want to do like as often, and as I can't turn my brain off, I guess, like I can do with Wild Boar or something. And that doesn't necessarily make it worse, but it's just for me, it's not like my ultimate favorite. Hate me, let me know what you think. I understand that everyone loves it, but it's a little tough. So, okay. Let me come back up here really quick. You guys have been awesome in the comments. Appreciate it. Yeah. Animal Guy, you mentioned how you think every 50 kills there should be an increase of some. Exactly. That would be so easy. I mean, and like, I'm not a coding expert, but I am a data analyst and I know some coding and Python and spreadsheets. Like, it'd be so simple. And I just think that it's really sucks that players will play for like 5 to 7 to 9 years in this game and like not see. Here's what I really hate. They won't see a great one, okay. But I hate how the game contradicts with like lately. It's not even just a great one. Like, it's that they're making 9 variants, 7 variants, 8 new skins of a great one. And to me, that is so uh, tone deaf because, again, most players will never see any. Or maybe you'll see like 1 to 3 or something, right? But it's like the idea of seeing, like, of having 9 variants or 7 variants of one species of a great one. It's like, dude, if I see one in a year or forever, I'm lucky. Like, what's the point? The point is to see other people get those other ones on Reddit and stuff, and that's fine. But like, come on. And so they're gonna market, like all these great ones. Oh my God, here's all these ones you can get and collect. When like you're not gonna see them. There's a 96. That's better. It's not quite diamond, but it is better. Let me spot these zones real quick. But that 96 is a good one at least. Yeah, that's pretty nice. 180 to 200. Okay, I know there's other zones around here. So that's my thing. But then they're also not going to do these simple, basic, and frankly ethical changes to the players to make it a little easier. And so my whole thing with the video I put out like today, the beginner's guide number 4, is just like both methods are valid because the game hasn't come up with a better way. Don't blame the players for trying to get the things that the game markets so heavily. That's just me though. So, okay, hold on really quick. Oh, I'm like on top of a zone, so I'll probably spook this one, I'm gonna guess. But oh, okay. 4 easy, new zone, cool. I'm gonna catch up, guys. I'm just spotting really quick. I do want to get a shot here. It looks like my best shot is this one. Am I wrong? Before I spook everything else around here, because they're all pretty close to each other. I'm just looking if there's any other zones. No, I think we're good. We'll check the end of the lake. Okay. Let me line up this shot. There he is. 150. I'm going to blast him with the morality because it's fun. It's not going to... Yeah. I like this gun. Yep. It's a good gun. Okay. Alright. Let me keep going. You guys are talking a lot. And whoever's joining on, thank you guys for tuning into Wild Diamonds here late at night. It's awesome. Animal Guy, you would not mind a video on tier ranking maps. Let me think. I have one, and I don't know if you've seen it. My third video Sorry, my third video on the channel. Now, this is before Peru, okay? Is when I launched the channel, but I ranked all 18 reserves before, and I will do a companion in a little while for like including Peru. But on there, I not only ranked them in order, but I also had tiers. So, and actually, that's like the first video that kind of like launched the channel well and like got good reception. It's got a few thousand views, so check it out. It's yeah, I think it's called like ranking all 18 Call of the Wild maps or something like that. So, did I, Dougie? Let me see. My point was that content creators are critical of modding, but they do HM. Yeah, no, and I get it. Like, I totally understand. And you've been playing since 2018 without seeing a great one. And here's my thing. That has nothing to do with, like, you as a player at all. Like, okay, but I would guess, you tell me, do you feel kind of left out a little bit because all the hype for all the content creator videos is all great ones, all the short clips, all the Reddit posts in Discord, a great one, great one, great one, great one, right? Like it's become like the thing, and I do think that a great one is an awesome idea to extend the life of the game. It truly is. But like, do you feel kind of left out of like, well, I haven't got one. Do you feel like, well, it's your fault? You're like, oh, I'm doing something wrong. It's crap. In the game, I think just to naturally find a great one, the game just has not made a good system or anything in place to make it feasible. And it sucks because, So I hate that for you. I hate that for players that have played forever. I played the game for 2 years. I mean, I'm fortunate. I've got three great ones, but I played for 2 years without seeing one. And I had this grind on Te Aurora. Let me see, where I got like 50. It's ridiculous. Over 50 Red Deer diamonds across like I would say. I mean, multiple started and stopped Red Deer grinds because I got burned out, right? Like here and there, and I would pop in and pop out. But I got so many, and no, and I don't want 50 diamonds of an animal of a species. I'm lucky that the game produced that many, but like I didn't want that. It's just that like I kept thinking, well, man, I'm popping all these diamonds. I'm popping so many rares. I've got albino, melanistic, and piebald and all that kind of stuff back in the day. And it's like, well, surely the great one's around the corner, and it just never was. Like it's ridiculous. Let's keep it. That's a good one. We'll keep that for the lodge. Just put them up there. Um, and so I know the feeling. Like I thought my game was bugged. I must be doing something wrong. Like maybe I'm watching these videos, but I'm just crazy. And that's where, it's just, I think it's just pure luck that I got a ski ridge and I spawned a great one, mule deer, after like 4 diamonds. And it's like, it's just luck. I mean, that's all there is to it. And I just wish that other players that have played for so long, like, frankly, like, kudos to the developers, obviously, for sticking with the game and supporting it every 3 months, every 6 months, as long as they have, of course, right? But like, credit, like they wouldn't be here without the players that continue to care about this game and play this game and discuss this game for much longer, right? So like, reward those long-term players that are the only reason that you're still making a game and making money, you know. So yeah, in ramp, but that's what I think. So hope that makes some sense. And let's see, brown hybrid. Oh, okay, that's cool. All right, I don't have any other kind of. I've had a lot of shots. I was just kind of curious. Nothing behind me. Okay, this has gone well. We'll switch over to like the span. Or what time is it? 13. Oh, you know what? After this, we'll switch over back to the Roe Deer grind, and we'll come back to an Ibex after that. Because Roe Deer starts at 14 o'clock, and it's 13:20. Okay, so we'll keep going as long as we can. Okay. Animal Guy, you said I don't like Great One Space, and the fact is that they put so much work into them rather than remodels. We're looking at some right now on this map. These Ibexes are very cool. Their horns are super neat. I mean, they're old. They could use some help. I'm with you. And you know what I don't get? I don't understand why we can't have, like, just, you know how we have a weapon pack every 3 months? Regardless, right? We're just going to get a weapon pack. Which, we have plenty of weapons. I like weapons, but why can't we have a guaranteed, like, 1 to 2 minimum remastered species on the same every quarter. I don't really understand it because it shouldn't be that difficult. And it's just like you have such iconic species as the lion and the grizzly and the mountain lion and so many others that like blatantly need them. I think they should just be pumping out remasters at the same frequency as weapon packs. You know. So I'm kind of doing all these ideas. I think we're gonna have a video coming out sometime. No, I've actually thought about it. I think that once I hit monetization, which has not been the goal, but y'all have loved the channel, so thank you. It's crazy, and I should hit it within another month or whatever, month or two, something like that. I thought about like then, just to prove that I'm not like here as like disingenuous. I'm gonna put out a video where it's just like all these things that EW has done that I love their game, but they're doing that are wrong, and just that are crap. So, whoa, oh I thought that was a legendary, dude. I don't have a gun for it. I thought that was a legendary. Holy crap. Okay. Sorry, my dog went around. So, John. Sorry, John, I see you on here. How do you say your name? It's John Vism, V4ism. 2,500 hours into the game. You played more than me. I've played like about 1,200. And never seen a great one. Yeah, and I'm sorry, man. That sucks. Like, that's just. And again, that's not on you. That's just poor luck, And there's still so much other things to play the game and enjoy, obviously, but that's where there should be a cap. It's like, okay, this person's invested enough in their life, and let's open up one more thing. It's Live After Dark. Let's all admit this game is a casino, pretty much. It's just got the skin of a hunting game and nature and all that, right? But like, it's pretty much like one of those casino apps on your mobile phone, right? And we're just constantly trying to like find like the cool things, the rare things, whatever, with different odds. It's a casino that's just skinned over, and it's very addicting. Obviously, we all play this game for 1,000 plus hours, or whatever, Let's say a large portion of our life, and like they could actually do a good thing to society by like easing the making it more likely for people to see a great one. Because I think then a lot of players, if they would see a great one and get one, they might just be like, you know what? I've done all there is in the game. I'll put it down. And then move on. I had that feeling like after I saw my first one. And I had to, each one I've seen, I've had to think about like, okay, what do I want to keep playing the game for? I mean, and now for me, I found joy and value in so much like beyond that, but not everyone would. And so I really think that there's even like a kind of an ethical thing that they owe to the players of like let them off the hook, give them the trophy that they deserve to see, and so that they can find some closure and move on with their lives. There's a Mufflin, whatever Mufflin. So anyway, yeah, Animal God. We don't need 7 variants with 7 horns. Exactly. I mean, it's cool if we had any semblance of a chance of actually seeing like half of those, right? No way. Let me catch up. Oh, hold on. Oh, that's late. I mean, I'm sorry I'm tracking this thing so far. It really sucks. Average Stratosaurus. Hey, what's up? How's it going? I'm catching up kind of late. I've been talking and hunting, but thank you. There, there it is. Finally. Jeez. Like, why great ones when they could fix Red Deer? The crazy New Zealand variant as well as the European one. Exactly. I know. I agree, man. Okay, this one I tracked for almost a kilometer for 3. That sucks. 1340. So we have the Roe Deer coming at 14 o'clock, guys. So, oh, I'm looking at my stream window. I'm so sorry. My stream window covers up the game clock. Oh man. Like you can't see that it's 13:43 in the map. I'm just thinking ahead. Like I mean I can change it, but like that sucks. I didn't think about that. I've noticed that where my camera is, it covers up the name of the species in the harvest screen, but like everything else kind of doesn't. But you can't see the game clock. I gotta fix that. I don't like that. Not like today. I can't do this right now, but it's a Photoshop thing I have to do after. But uh, okay, we'll change that for future streams. I just noticed that. I'm really glad I saw it. So anyway, I'm like 15 minutes away from the Roe Deer starting. So let's keep going for like one more, maybe. There's not that many like places to hunt the Greatos Ibex. Um, let's come back here and see if there's a respawn, and then we'll go do Roe Deer after that. So, but yeah, how's it going, everyone? Thanks for hopping in. This has been a fun late night stream. If you haven't played Cuatro Colinas, I'm going to show it off to you. It's amazing. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. It's fun. It's got some danger with these Iberian wolf packs that are ugly, but they're fun and to go against. So, hopping in for a second to say hi. I hope I got you. Sorry, man, if I missed you, that kind of sucks. But good to see you here for sure. Um, yep, yeah. No, this has been a good discussion, I think. So, Deadeye Dougie, you said that you used to feel left out, but I've come to terms with being thrilled with diamonds and rares because they are awesome. I mean, if you saw like my short clip today, yeah, of the black caiman that I got in Peru at night, it was leucistic and it just shocked the crap out of me because it was at night and it was just like 50. I had no idea. I was just shooting it because it was near me and it was making my dog aggressive, so I just shot a caiman to save my life. And then like a few minutes later, I come back up the coast and I knew I killed one, but it takes them a while, right? And it just floated at me, and it was this like cream white colored leucistic, and it shocked me. It was awesome, and I was more hyped for that than like anything. So, yeah, no, I'm glad you've come to terms at least. I think that's really healthy. That's good to hear. So, um, hey, and thanks for talking about this. Me and DD33. Yeah, yeah, no, he's really cool. So, I appreciate that, man. That's awesome. Bottom left of the screen. Yeah. Okay. Huh. Okay, no, that's I'll make some changes for sure. Also, I want to add like a metal counter, and stuff like that. And also, I may even look into adding like a constant kind of music track, like very low volume. I was watching a few guys today. Who's the one that's famous for getting like the five Great One Jaguars? It's like a Bayou. Oh, I forget his last name. Sorry, Bayou something. Him and Flincher, they have like a constant kind of music track, and so I might do that. I'm still learning, y'all. So I played the game for a long time, which is great, but doing YouTube and streaming and stuff, it takes a lot. Like it definitely does, and so I do always vow that I will get better at it and improve things as I go. I've done that with the like the Discord. I'm learning with that. That's been really fun, and we're all connecting. So Baja Brock, yeah, I mean that dude's crazy, and he's got all these great ones. And I popped in there and gave him a few supportive chats here and they're like, "Hey man, I'm following your hunt. Like, way to go!" Because he's pretty passionate, and I like seeing that. Any creator that's just like passionate and having fun is really cool. So, um, hey, look at that really quick. Like, I kind of want to move here. Aren't there some affordable houses in Italy or Spain? Compared to the U.S. crazy prices. Man, that's lovely. Oh, good. There's the zone. Nothing in it. Okay. Okay. We'll go ahead and let's continue on Roe. I think they're like, well, actually, you know what? Roe Deer are everywhere. He's going for his sixth tonight. Yeah. Do you know, does he have any duplicates? I mean, I would guess having five, he would have some, but 'cause I think he said he's um, like I want to get all of them. Yeah, no, exactly. He's a grinder. Yeah. No, because he gets other great ones, and that's cool. Like, I mean, again, kudos. It's just like it's a little bit different. So I focus more on casual hunts, and I have a lot of just note. So, in terms of content, so there's two series right now that I have kind of ongoing where I'm looking to kind of wrap them up in the next like 1 to 2 weeks. So one is like this map ranking react series. There'll be one episode this week and one next week, and then it'll be done. And then there's another one that I've started recently that's kind of fun, but it'll be like kind of on and off like every now and then, which is the reserve revival, where we kind of revisit old maps and give them some new love and kind of discover more of them and all that. That'll be an ongoing kind of like every with like a week or so break in between kind of runs. So after that, I have a lot of ideas that are going to be like kind of like a challenge hunt series where we might hunt a certain map to get a certain number of trophies, or we'll hunt with like one weapon, like a bow or something like that, or whatever. We'll come up with different challenges to do. That's casual hunting, but it's just kind of like with fun modifiers. And then also, I want to go through more of the story missions. So I'm starting to compile a lot of the missions that I haven't done. I've completed a few maps like Yukon Valley and a couple others, but there's a lot I haven't done. And so I want to go back and for like the missions that are critical to like getting certain multi mounts or mission animals, um, or other or weapons. Like I want to go through and do a series of kind of revisiting like the most popular missions in the game. So there's a lot more ideas and series to come. Just know, like I'm trying to pace it out for my own quality of life. Like I publish 2 to 3 long form videos per week, plus a stream. I mean, I can't really do more than that and like maintain my personal life and all that. This YouTube thing, if you let it, it can take over you for sure. It's tough. And so I'm trying to publish a consistent output because I want to do this for the long term for sure. I've played the game for 3 years and I'm a top like 1% commenter on some of the Reddit threads. Like I clearly love the game and connecting with you all on YouTube is really cool in like a different way, but I want to make it sustainable, you know? Okay, let me think. I've also heard that, oh yeah, you know what? I forgot. There are roe deer. I forgot. I came here and did roe deer on the river, and there's a lot of zones. Sweet. Okay, let's go check that out. What did I put this tent here for? Like, what is that? I don't even know what that is. Okay, I'm gonna change the time just a little bit, and we'll start doing roe deer hunting. It'll be fun. Kind of take a little bit of a change from Ibex. But we got some good shots in there, and we'll see. Maybe I think in this stream we'll come back and we'll take a look and see how those came, and if any of the I think I shot like 3 different 4 easies, and so if any of them come back with a 5, that'd be great. Ooh, there's a male mufflin. I kind of want that. Okay. By the way, this map is really pretty. So, oh, what's really cool? I'll just say really quick with Quattro, and thank you, Dead Eye Doug. I appreciate it. So, like right here, there's a lot of these it's like vineyard country, okay, on Quattro, and so you'll have these rows here, and I've had several run-ins where like an Iberian wolf pack will just like ambush you here, which is fun, or you'll have like wild boar or some ibexes, and you're kind of like hunting in between these rows and stuff. And they're open, but they're fun. This map's just really unique and really different. So, really quick, I am going to equip a like a Devani maybe or something like that, just for protection, as there are the wolves and you need to be careful with them. So just give me a moment. I don't need anything for night vision here. I'm not doing a boar grinder here or anything like that. Yeah. So let's do. I like the Devani. You can do a bow as well, which is fine, but I tend to just prefer this gun. So, oh man, I'm trying to think. I haven't used one in a while. I was trying to remember. Okay, it's just 10 millimeter. Perfect. Okay, I was just trying to remember what that was. And then lastly, the marksman exact. I think that's it, right? No, here we go. Got it. Okay. No, it's just good to have because, if you're on these maps like this or Yukon Valley or whatever with these wolves, they will approach you, right? Which is fun. It's a good time. So I like to be equipped. I've learned from mistakes, right? There we go. Okay. And then it's 14. You can't see it because I'm a rookie. Let's go to like 1450, and then we'll start looking for some roe deer. Yeah. Okay. Let me think. Where am I? This one's curious. I don't know why I'm set up here in this random place. Maybe oh, I think I was gonna explore over this way. That's probably what it was. It's really weird. But let's go to this zone up here, and then we'll go to the river and we'll check out some road here. But yeah, like this, I love this setting here, where it's obviously very open. You can perfectly see. But yeah, I've had multiple dangerous encounters with wolves in this area, in this kind of setting, which is fun. So, is it the lake? I just don't. It's just this map. Like I play it here and there. I really like it, but once I got the Grand Slam and I've gotten a few others, I've moved on to other ones. But I always come back here. I will say this is a really good map to have. It's like a solid B tier map. You know, um, I definitely don't think it's probably a little bit a tad underrated because it's a little old. Of course, there's a Roe Deer fleeing. Seriously, I suck. Like I didn't know there's a zone down here. Well, I hope it wasn't a very good mail, but that sucks. Okay. But yeah, just like a lot of visibility on Quattro. Hey, there we go. Got a 2. And like I said earlier, I went to the Trophy Lodge. My best row is a 77 score, like gold. I mean, I've never even seen a diamond potential row. I don't have a rare, like nothing. So I can shoot both of these, right? If I put a chair right now, they're going to spook, but I can come back sooner. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it for the long term, right? Because I do want to grind these at some point. Come on. What? Seriously? Okay, I was gonna say like that's ridiculous. Okay, right. I was just sometimes where you can place these things is pretty funny. I think so. Okay, let's see what we got. Man, I hate when I'm at 230. That's not. It's just like you're right in between your zeros. You know. That was a high shot. Let's go after another one. Missed it. Yeah, I don't think I got that one. Okay. All right, but let's go ahead and pick up at least the one. Okay. Pretty area. Okay, let me see. Dougie, you said you got a diamond piggy 3 nights ago on Quattro. Oh, nice, dude. Common fur, but oh, that's great. Good job. And were you just kind of like casually grinding it? Or casually hunting? Sorry. So I never hunted. I like the pig species in all the game in all the maps. I've I've not gotten before like any trophy like the feral pig or like the warthog or the wild boar. I did start a wild boar like great one grind 2 weeks ago in Scotland, and so like the video I put up today, the herd management psychology, it shows me kind of going through it. So I got my first diamond, which is really cool. It's quite a bit bigger than the others, like in terms of its weight, right? And so that one's nice, and the tusks are cool. So nothing else there, but I've got that at least. That's a pretty gold. Not its awful ears, but it's nice overall. Let's go to the river, and there's gonna be a lot of zones down here. Let me see. That's all roe deer, man. Hold on, let me just. I discovered a lot of roe deer zones. I'm trying to see like where did I stop? Oh, I went all the way down here. Wow, good for me. No, I'm kind of happy with myself. Like, okay, are there roe deer zones here? Yes, there are. Yeah, they're pretty good. Okay, let's actually go to like this. No, here. I think I shot some before on the river. So yeah, I got some here. Okay, let's go take a look at these zones and we'll see what pops up. Cool. I think just Scotland, they nailed the landscape, right? It's such a classic feeling map. Right? Hunting everything on there just feels good, right? The boar, the red deer, the roe deer. It's kind of like a fairy tale map in a way, or I don't know, like Red Riding or just it's so neat. It's a medieval. I love what they did with that map. It's like that one. I understand that they didn't have many new species, except they did really well with the mustelids and then some of the new birds, like the red grouse and stuff. They did really good, but it just feels like best place to hunt a lot of the European animals, so did a really good job. Okay, there we go. Let's go take a look at a zone. I kind of remember that I went through the lakes, sorry, the river, and just felt like when I was here before that I didn't see many trophy potentials. I'll tell you what, let's go up here. Yeah, there are 3 zones, 5. You can see there's roe deer everywhere. Let's go up here. I think what I've seen is that roe deer are on like every water area, or at least most of them in Quattro. So it takes a long time to see your zones. That's what I remember. So yeah, we'll see what we can see. I think I'm assuming all y'all probably have subscribed to the channel. Anyone that hasn't, feel free to give it a like and subscribe. That'd be awesome. I'd love to have you all here. You can see from the content so far posted, there's a consistent cadence for sure. Multiple different kind of series and offerings, and a lot of more of analysis on the game. Oh look, hey, there's wild boars. Cool, I like it. So I have fun plans for sure for the future. Well, I want to shoot a roe deer, but that boar is a 4 easy. It's pretty good. Dad Dougie, you're good to go. So odds are that's when it'll pop up. You know. I wonder if that tent that I put spooked him too much. It is possible, but man, I really. Okay. I'm gonna shoot that thing real quick. Like, what? I shouldn't just let it go, right? Oh, I didn't mean to shoot it in the face. I actually didn't. Oh man. I mean, I ruined the skull. That's. I meant to like, I don't know. I had a disconnect to my brain and my trigger finger. Yeah, that wasn't great. Hopefully it wasn't a diamond potential. What if it was? Oh my goodness. Okay, well, let's go get this boar that I shot in the freaking face. That sucks. Oh man. Yeah, a lot of female roe. I think I spooked with that tent too close. Hmm. Okay. So by the way, I'm just looking at this. So it's 1:30, which is good. We're going. So we'll go to at least till 2 Eastern time. We'll go to at least till 2 a.m. Eastern time, and then after that we'll kind of see. If I have another half hour, me great. If not, then we'll stop. But we're gonna keep going for a little bit longer. So okay. I know this is common. Do you see like the red kind of pink on the underbelly? I was like, is that a rare? It's not, but yeah, it's brown. I knew that, but 141. I thought I shot it in the face. Oh, that's actually a really disgusting like upper neck scapula vital. That was actually I thought I shot it in the face. Man, that was almost a really awesome diamond shot. Man, oh wow, look at those. Those are really cool tusks. I just want to get sorry, a screenshot of that of the man the shot angle. That's pretty good. Okay, well I'll go ahead and keep that for the Cuatro Colinas Lodge room because that is a good near diamond boar. That's pretty cool. Okay. Hmm. There should be some more roe. Tell you what we're gonna do. I'm gonna. Can I place another tent? I can. Okay. Just for future, because this is a great lake. Like I want to come back here. So it's a bad map in your opinion. Oh, that's got Reptilian. Thank you. Okay. Deadeye Dougie, you're feeling better. You're good to go. Deadeye, did I show you? I almost shot a diamond, but not quite. So this wild boar was like what 3 points short. Pretty good for 4 easy, right? But yeah, look at the shot I got. I thought I hit it in the face, and it got the neck and scapula, so it's pretty close. But you're good. Um, Animal guy. So he said, "What's a bad map?" It's a tough question. I've had the opinion that I don't really think that EW makes many bad maps. I also don't think that they make uh like excellent unquestioned universal maps either. I think they always have a few glaring omissions that keeps every map kind of like uh to me there's no consensus number one map because there's always something frustrating missing. Hold on one second. I'm distracted, but I will say that I think it's fair to rate like Mississippi is pretty tough. From what I've seen, I will say I like that map honestly. I just think that they kind of did it dirty a little bit. Where a lot of the map that I've seen, like I don't see this like beautiful old like southern plantation that's an outpost, or like the pretty parts of the South. I think instead they just kind of made it like trashy looking with like so many um like trailers and stuff. And like I understand Mississippi, it's a downtrodden area and all that kind of stuff. I get it, but like they could have done a little more to maybe kind of make it balanced a little bit, and they didn't. So I can understand people not liking that there. Mississippi is also they should have made it like an incredible bird map, and they just didn't. So that map did not get the love that it needs. But it's like if you want to go for alligator, it's fun, and it's fun to shoot the feral, the pigs there, the wild hogs. Like that to me is probably the worst map, and it's a pretty good map. Like it's good for certain things. Um, I'll tell you this: Parque and Rancho del Arroyo rank lower for me, and those are good maps. The problem with them is that you see how these lakes are like circular and smooth, or all these kind of easy going. Those two maps, which are good maps, um, their lakes are terrible for just getting around and navigating. Parque is probably the worst. Well, I don't know, Rancho's really bad too, where they have like all their lakes have these like kind of jagged up and down and out and over kind of coastlines, and so it's just like to get from where you shot to where you picked up can be really frustrating in those maps and can discourage players from coming back, which I frankly like understand for sure. Let me look really quick. I don't. Oh, this is the wrong lake. Sorry, guys. I thought it was a Roe Deer lake. Is this Roe Deer? Let me see. This is all Roe Deer. Let me come down to this river. Man, I got a lot of Roe Deer zones. Let's go find some Roe Deer. Um, so I would say if you're gonna rank, those are amongst the lowest. And then I'll even put Saw Season Park down, although like it's good for what it is. I wish we had more parks. I think that they announced the idea, and Saw Season is good for what it is. The one thing I would say with that map, it's kind of odd that they included the common raccoon and the raccoon dog, which just in my uninformed opinion, I'm probably a doofus, they're very similar to me, and so it kind of feels just like one animal. And I really wish that they would backfill Roe Deer to Sauce Season. Dude, that'd be sick. That would keep, and then also add like a mustelid. If they did a Roe Deer and then a mustelid to Sauce Season, that would just enhance that map for what it is, but give it like the Roe Deer is like the top class. I'd actually move it up a few spots. That'd be really nice because it's actually a great landscape and like really cool landmarks. So my point being, Animal Guy, like I personally don't think that EW really makes a bad map. Like I said, other than the few that I mentioned, like I think that any map kind of has like a niche. Like Rancho del Arroyo, it is a desert scrub map, and it's really fun for like just natural hunting, just kind of run and gun gameplay out. It's actually really fun. Um, Even Parquet is a fun like trophy hunt map. You know, it is good. It's not its fault that other future um, maps kind of just stole its thunder. You know, and so I think that's a strength of the developer. Where they don't really make a bad map, in my opinion, but they just also don't make a like a grand slam map. There's always something missing. Nepal should have had a Himalayan bear, and also really quick, Nepal, Peru, and Virhanga, and I think there's probably others, all only have one bird. Africa, Nepal, and the Amazon somehow only have one bird. It's like inexcusable, but you know what's common there is that all three of those maps have at least 10 new species at the time. And then what's interesting is that Tornasheen and Ski Ridge had very few like new species. I mean, like a beaver and a mustelid, and it's like kind of small, but most of the maps was like reuse species, but they added a bunch of birds. So I just kind of wonder if it's an engine limitation to where when they add like a bunch of new mammal species, that they just don't have the bandwidth to maybe add like a bunch of birds. But like those are huge holes for those maps. And so yeah, I don't know. Like other than Mississippi, maybe, which is just because the devs didn't do a great job. I don't have another bad map. Do you? Not New England Mountains. That map is awesome. So this is a weird spot. I'm gonna kind of move on. I'm looking for some good like Roe Deer spots. Let's kind of go this way. Looks like I have a pickup tent over there. Kind of seeing you guys. Appreciate yeah. Ski Ridge, Yukon, love them. Emerald Coast, SRP, yeah, no, they're amazing. Those are all in my top 6 or 7 maps. So, um, yeah, I agree with you. Like Mississippi's still cool. It just like I like alligator. Okay, Animal Guy. Do you think EW needs to stop catering to some players for Crocs and Gators? Years to be shot in the brain or neck, but people complained. Yeah, of course. Yeah, for sure. People complain too much about everything. So yeah, for sure. Reptilian. I'm reading your comment. Let me think about this. Sorry. You're wondering if I would consider doing videos. Oh, okay. Doing a video for the trophy competition or just polls. I see what you're saying. That was the first one, and I was curious to gauge what the poll interest would be. I didn't know. I will say what's been really great with you all, the polls all get good votes, man. I mean, we get tons of votes. Each of the polls for the trophy competition, like the great one, super rare tier, and then like the diamond rare tier, each got I think over 150 votes, which is awesome. So, given that it was the first month and I just didn't know, I'm really encouraged that like the it's a great turnout for like a small channel. That's like half of my subscribers all voted, which is and it might even be more now. I don't know. But interesting what you're saying that like a video could be cool. Are you saying like a short clip maybe? Because I've considered that of making it more of like a featured piece of hey for this month, here these are. So I can definitely do that. I've had that idea. So if you want to elaborate a little bit down here, like let me know. But I think that is a good idea. Oh, there we go. There's a two. Hold on, really quick. My pickup tent's right there, so we'll shoot that here in a moment. Um, but yeah, the competition. And by the way, I'm announcing the winners formally tomorrow. They're on the poll, I know, but Wednesdays are days where I typically have to go in the office and stuff like that, and so I can't like create content. Mondays and Tuesdays and Thursdays I'm home remote, and so I'm able to like make stuff during the workday, kind of. Don't tell my boss, but anyway. Um, and so on Wednesdays is when I kind of will do like reveals and stuff of like simple stuff, like putting out a few shorts or like polls. So tomorrow I will announce formally the winners of each poll for the first trophy competition, and then I'll embed them into like the Discord, like that new channel I've created, which is the trophy competition winners. So that'll be cool. But yeah, good idea to make it more engaging for sure. I'd love to. And so maybe if it's a video that goes out, and some kind of poll, might watch the video. We'll see. Let me know what you're thinking, because that'd be neat. Short or long, or yeah, yeah, yeah. No, hey, I love that idea. That's thank you, Reptilian. That's a really good suggestion. So, I'll look into that seriously, and think about, because I was, like I said, I just didn't know, but I was really encouraged by people's. I thought it would go well though. It's a community. It's me celebrating you guys, right? Like, and that, and we all kind of love to boost each other up, and it really worked out well. So I'll definitely will continue to find a way to make it more engaging for people. So yeah, I love that. That's awesome. There it is. There's the two. Oh, hold on. Sorry. What? There we go. I was my reticle is moving all around like crazy. Oh, go down. I'm the best shooting. Animal guy, what's your opinion on subspecies? Like, should they add stone sheep and doll sheep? Yes. Yes. Like, and they should have had them for sure. Also, there's other new viewers coming on. I see you guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. We're here in Cuatro Colinas. This beautiful map, by the way. This river, if you haven't been here, is awesome. And just a show on my map. If you want to do Roe Deer grinding, look at all these zones. Row, row, row. I think all of these zones on the river are all Roe Deer. Um, so yeah, come here and check this out. It's really cool. You can't see it on the because of where my screen is. I'm gonna move my screen next time we do a stream down to the bottom left maybe or something like that. But it's 16 o'clock and roe deer go from 14 to 17. So we're gonna hunt for a little bit longer roe deer, and then we'll kind of end the stream later with like another ibex. We shot some Greedos ibex earlier, and we'll go back and we'll see how they respond. I'm looking for a trophy, a diamond to put into uh, my halfway complete Grand Slam. I have 2 diamonds, but I'm missing 2, and so need to get a few more. All right, but yeah, I like subspecies. I mean, Iski Ridge did that right with the wood bison and the Manitoban elk, right? Um, and I know it's not as fun as like a brand new species, of course. Like I love the wood bison. I love Manitoban elk. Certain ones when they make them really different is great. And so I think with stone sheep or doll sheep, with horn species, you're going to have notable differences in the shape and the size of the horn, right? So I think it'll work out awesome. Like frankly, it'd be really cool. So let me look really quick. Let's go back to this lake down here. This is with like all these zones. I shot some earlier, so let's see how they respond. Let's check that out. But yeah, I hate that we didn't get doll sheep in the game yet. I just thought it would happen by now, or stone sheep too, right? For that matter. I love horn species. They're so fun. Like tar are great, and the ibex is here really cool. Iberian, or sorry, well mufflins and Rocky Mountain Bighorn sheep are great. They got a remaster. Mountain goats, of course. That's no. I'm a big fan, and I think we should have more horned species, frankly. So yeah, we should definitely add those. Thanks for all the chat and additions or submissions. I appreciate you guys. It's really fun. So, Great One Gaming, yo! What up, what up, what up? It is late, dude. I'm great. Quattro's been fun. Look at this. I'm smelling the wine, right? I wish I had some with me right now. Not alcoholic, but, like some wine. I wish I was in Spain. That'd be cool. But I'm doing well. Today was a productive day at home. Had a really good health day. Hold on one second. Where's my roe deer at? Where's my roe deer? We're gonna exit the map really quick and come back because there should be a roe deer there. Yeah, it's weird. So, um, we should get a boat that works like an ATV. It's same for me. So I'm in Eastern time zone. Great One Gaming. I'm sorry, I forget where you live. I'm trying to remember everyone. I've got some right, but my memory is always a little work there. But yeah, it's almost 2 a.m. here for sure. So Um, the girlfriend's downstairs. She's sleeping. And so that's where I was like, hey, let's go do this. I had nothing else. I had no work I had to do tonight. So thought I would go ahead and do a really good live after dark, right? Which is super fun with you guys because it's just always humbling and funny to me that people would care about other people playing a game. But I mean, I get it because I watch Flincher and Scarecrow and all those. But I mean, I'm only 5 weeks into YouTube, so appreciate it. Let me think real quick. Great One Gaming, you're in Indiana? Is that it? I mean, so okay. I was born in Louisville, Kentucky, but I lived in Indiana for a lot of my life growing up. So I lived in Indianapolis, and that's why I'm a big Colts and Pacers fan because I would live there when I was a kid, when Peyton Manning was a rookie, and of course when Reggie Miller and Jalen Rose and we were going to the finals back in the day. So I love Indy like as a city, and then I lived also across from Louisville, so like New Albany, Jeffersonville, Clarksville. I lived in all of them at some point. So if you're in Indiana, like that's really cool because yeah, I mean, you know. And then my brother, he went to IU, and I've gone to IU Southeast. I'm not a Hoosier fan. You're gonna hate this. I'm a Kentucky fan. Look, I used to have ammo to talk to other teams. I got no ammo right now, so don't beat a dead dog while it's down. I've got nothing to say, but I'm loyal. So we'll see how this season goes with hope for Pope, right? But yeah, Dead Eye Dougie, Carolina. Yeah, right. Um, same. Really? Same where? Like where you well you don't say, sorry. What am I saying? Boo. Whatever, man. Hey, as irrelevant as Kentucky is, we're still more relevant than Indiana in basketball. I'm so sorry. I'm stupid. You're the football national champion. I'm so sorry. I'm dumb. You have yeah. Sorry, I'm an idiot. You have the national championship, which I still can't believe. So I got nothing to say. Let me retract that. I'm so sorry. Dude, I was rooting really hard for you guys. Like, are you still pinching yourself? Do y'all won the you Indiana is the reigning champ, dude. So I have a younger brother. He's like 9 years younger than me, and he went to IU. He got like a journalism degree. Um, that's a solo zone, so I'm gonna let it linger there. The dude, so he went to campus. He has all these friends and stuff, and yeah, I mean, he was awesome. Like, so I was rooting for them, and also I'm a UK fan. I have nothing against IU football. Like around here, we all suck at football. I mean, Louisville's overrated too, and they don't do a whole lot. So, um, no, it was awesome to see, and frankly too, kudos to Kurt Signetti for giving everyone else like hope. Like you don't have to have the biggest budget anymore and all that. Like, I mean, you got to have great coaching, and he's a one of one coach. But recruiting, and I will say with Kentucky, I'll just say this: I know our schedule sucks. We're not going to win a lot of games this year, but Will Stein, who is a Trinity guy, which is wild. We have a Trinity player and family now as the coach at Kentucky, which is just not Louisville. It's so weird. He is recruited really well, but it's kind of like the Kurt Signetti where it's like, look, if you can recruit a little bit and lure guys to where you are, like you can have a shot at winning. And so he's given, even though I don't think many of us can replicate what he did because he's an amazing coach, we at least have some hope, and that's really cool. So huge shout out to Signetti and dude, like yeah, we all did. It's just like crazy, like crazy. I want to see if this is a Roe Deer lake. Let's go check it out. And dude, you got not Mendoza, it's Windoza. It's so funny that he ended up in Las Vegas with the Raiders. I mean, it's just like who would think, like that guy. But I don't. Did you see like the Raiders NFL like schedule release video? Mendoza was partnered up with Kirk Cousins, and they did a little skit. It was hilarious, actually. Like, I was really surprised but Mendoza totally pulled it off. So, but no, I mean, there's nothing you can say. Sorry, I'm a dummy. Y'all are the national championship in football. It's unreal. Animal guy. Let me see. Um, you said you never hunted in real life, but has playing this game made you look closer? Yeah, of course. And I've got some cousins, like in Kentucky, that have some land, and so I've talked to them like, hey, I might do a bird hunt one day. I would do a bird hunt first. I like to. I mean, hunting a whitetail will be cool just because this is stupid. Like I have a whitetail great one. You know, I've shot a lot of whitetail in the game. It's nothing like real life. I know that it's not the same thing at all. But I at least have like a very rudimentary knowledge of like ammo and stuff like that. But I don't know. I'm not sure. Um, oh, fishing. I mean, I've done fishing here and there. Like it's not my grandpa, dude. My grandpa, he is 89 years old. He's super healthy. He smokes cigarettes every day, and he fishes every day. And that dude has like nothing wrong with him. He's 89. It's so cool. We tell him like at this point, don't stop smoking because if he does, I might screw him up, you know. But that dude loves to fish, and so we will fish every now and then for sure. He likes bluegill, for a challenge. He doesn't do catfish anymore, but I've done catfish with him in the past, and that's really fun. This is not a Roe Deer lake. Okay, let's I'm gonna actually switch the time, and we're gonna do Greedos Ibex to finish because I shot some earlier in the stream. Great one. Thanks. No, thanks for coming in. It's late. I'll cut the stream off like in the next 10 minutes or so myself. So, but we'll finish up here. I'm going to move the time and we'll check out if I respawn to any, 5 medium Greedos Ibex. We'll see. That'd be really, really cool. But thanks for tuning on. Appreciate it for sure. That was awesome. Um, Let me think. 10 to 14. Yeah, we'll go right in the middle. It's so weird. Yeah, just talking to IU fans. They're like, wait, y'all are the champions of football. It's like, it's so crazy. But it's really cool. Okay. Um, okay. Okay. I know where I'm going now. Patience and adaptability. And adaptability. That's a good one. I like that. Uh, Reptilian. That's a nice, like patience. We know everyone talks about it, but adaptability. Um, when it reels and you're holding, and or if certain bait doesn't work out or whatever, like I like what you're saying. That's pretty cool. So okay, we're gonna head to this. No, no, I really shouldn't do that, should I? No, I shouldn't do that. We're on somewhere else. Your favorite fish for in the U.S. Nothing cool like you get to hunt us or fish for where you are. Um, I mean, I've done catfish, which is like it's and bass fishing. And so it's very basic. Okay, I haven't done like deep sea fishing. I'd love to one day. It just hasn't happened. But those they give your forearms a challenge, right? You know, because they have some strength behind them. Um, Especially catfish. I mean that's a tough one. But how about you? You know, you've probably done some really better ones than that. Hopefully, you know. So let me know. I just will say thank you guys for definitely tuning in here. So it's been fun. I like when I can do this live after dark and get different people at a different time zone. I wish I could do more. You know, for sure. It's just during the week, like I said. So I have a relationship. You know, like for several years with my girlfriend, and she's cool. She doesn't prevent me from like playing games or anything, but it's just like when we're home and in the evenings. Lately, we're doing a lot of health stuff together because she's trying to lose some weight and I am too, and so we're at the gym a lot more, and we're also doing just a lot of cooking and meal preps and all that. And we do like to have just like movie times and all that sort of stuff where we are spending quality time. And so I understand that like she actually likes this game. Like she's played it before, but you know the gaming kind of comes second, which is fine. Also, I do have some work. I do remote work for my data analyst job, and sometimes it comes up at night. Right, I have to kind of log on and do some things, so that's tough. Really quick, man, I came to this zone. There was a male here, and it's gone. Oh, that stinks. Okay, let's go around. This is a big zone, and we'll see what's here. But yeah, that's kind of a bummer. I think I shot a 3 here, and it's gone. Let's see. Animal guy, yeah. So species suggestions for Mississippi. So I put it in the no, I'm just like so many. I think that that map just needs to be like the well, okay. So what I've heard, it needs to be like the bird map. It should be the Revontuli of America. What I've heard is like cranes and herons would be really cool for sure. Um, and then like they need to backfill with wood duck, obviously for sure. And then I think there's like what blue wing teal or whatnot. I could be wrong. And then there's just like a lot of other birds I haven't heard of. What is the nutria? I think it's a mustelid. That's like a swamp. It looks like a swamp beaver, a rodent that has these like funky orange teeth that I think would be really cool to see because they're just very unique. Um, so I think those would be good. I'm trying to think if like another like mammal, like non-bird or non-mustelid needs to go there. I'm trying to remember the species. I think they have. It's pretty good. There's probably one thing I'm not thinking of. But I think really they should add like 10 bird species, and a few mustelids and make like this. Like the mustelids belong there because that map, of course, is the swamp. It's the feature. I mean, it's the majority of the map. And so while you're hunting gator and stuff, they should do whatever they can to make the water as fun as possible and not just the gator. And also that could help it distinguish itself from like this kind of the superior like saltwater crocodile that's in Australia. Once that came out, people kind of stopped hunting the alligator as much, but I think if you had just a ton of birds and a lot of mustelids, the water in Mississippi would be a draw, you know? So that'd be really cool. Okay, let me see. We shot at least one four. I think a four and a three before. And there's a few zones that kind of mix together. Let's just see if there's anything good. Also, I was looking for a rare. I was on the lookout, but oh, I don't see much. Can I shoot two threes? Instead, let's shoot two threes. Yeah. Okay. That's a pretty good attempt to shoot two at once. So we'll see what we can do. I like seeing you all kind of talk together and chat too. It's really cool. That's for like this night group is good. I do promise to keep these going for at least every other week or so, if I can, and I'll do more here and there as I can, because it's really fun. So let's see. Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot there's another zone I should have looked at. Oh, new males. Bunch of threes. They're all threes. Okay, man. Ugh, not the best respawns. They're all just threes right now. Bummer. Let me. I think I got two there. Okay, I'm not gonna end this like stream later with shooting a bunch of threes. But there's another lake earlier where I shot a bunch. We'll go to that after I pick these up, and we'll just see if anything spawned as like a four or a five. Okay, so we'll just check it out. Let's see. Do I have any dream map besides Africa? Let me think of the term dream map. Like that's a big one, right? I think two come to mind for sure. So one for me would be Mongolia. I think that would, and that qualifies as a dream. That the animals that can be there. So for one, as like a horned species fan, it looks like a dream. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think that's where like our Argali sheep can be, and there's another like equally or larger species with these, but they have like the crazy huge round horns that would be a step up from like our bighorn sheep or our mufflins. They're really epic, I would love to see those. I think that we need to see like a almost like a mega horn species, and that would qualify. But Mongolia even has other mammals besides that, and so there'd just be a lot of variety there. Um, and it'd be such a unique kind of environment. The one challenge with that map is that it would be, I think, like extremely open, like in a long way, to where it's kind of like Medved or something, where it would challenge the render distance cap. So Marco Polo sheep, yeah, thank you. So that would be pretty. I mean, I can see where there could be some tough challenges there, but I would like to see them do it for sure. Um, and then the other one would be for me would be an Arctic map. Yeah, I mean polar bear, musk oxen, duh. Like, and to have the largest bear would be amazing. And of course, there's a lot of other, like Arctic foxes and everything else you could add that would be so nice. I proposed in my video, which we'll do. What was it? Sorry, the backfilling every reserve, and I will have a companion of that where we're gonna have kind of like a community voice where I'm gonna mention all of your all's amazing opinions on it. I just want to give the first video some room to breathe, and we'll come back to it. And like maybe about a month or so, we'll have a follow up. But I think that like they should make a new. I think it could be a great place for a park. I mean, I want a reserve, I want a full one, but like I assume they're gonna have technology issues. With if they do walrus or anything that's kind of like with the water, that could be tough. So I think if they, as a compromise, they can make a park. It'd be awesome. And just like an Arctic park, where we could just go hunt polar bear, muskox, and other things. It'd be great. But I thought that Medved is set up with its ice shelf to where you could do that and just backfill the species there. Look at that pop in, and use Medved as like a kind of fill in for the landscape. It's not perfect, I know. There's two fours. Okay, cool. But we'll get them later. Um, but yeah, so I think those two would be, if you're kind of thinking like dream species, polar bear, muskox, and then just like Marco Polo sheep or Argali sheep are right at the top. Other than Africa. How about you all that are here on the chat? We have the most viewers right now near 2 a.m. Eastern. That's awesome. Can you guys type in the chat like what's your dream map besides Africa? Well, let us know. Be great. Let me check this one other map we were at earlier. We will check it. Trying to see for if there's any respawn, trophy potential, southeastern Spanish or Greedos Ibex, and then if not, we'll go from there. So, Reptilian, you mentioned Indonesia with the Komodo dragon. Oh, yeah, and we need more reptiles. Even besides just like the where we at? Then like the gators and the crocodiles and caiman. So, no, that'd be amazing. Okay, so yeah, the Texas Game Ranch. We've heard a lot of concepts about it. That'd be great. Like that would be, or it could be really unique. Or a storm. That freaked me out. I had no idea. By the way, just really quick before we're kind of finishing up some time here in Quattro, I'm going to wrap it up in a little bit after we see this next lake. Um, See, so you can just look through these trees here, and right now there's nothing, but I've had several sightings again of like Iberian wolves or wild boar, or some ibexes, other species, Roe Deer, and so it's nice because you have this pretty and unique setting, but it's very open, so you can see you quite nicely. So it's just a really cool map and really distinctive. Sell me, did I? Like Texas cool. Sell me on Japan. I think the landscape would be amazing. I just don't know personally, like what are the unique species that are in Japan? I'm sure there are some. If you know some, let me know. I need to be informed more, but landscape wise, oh man, it'd be gorgeous. Like the culture, the music. Yeah. And thanks everyone for tuning into this chat this so late. You all are a bunch of night crawlers, apparently. That's awesome. And if anyone, I'm curious if anyone is here, like right now in the U.S., it's like 2 a.m. in the morning, like past midnight. Who is here the earliest? I think we've got ridiculous reptilian here from Australia, where it's like what 2 p.m. or something or 3 p.m. If anyone has that beat, let me know. Be curious. Okay, so we were here at this lake earlier, and all I want to do, because it's getting near the end of the stream, I just want to see if I shot a bunch of them. There's a 4. This 4 came back as a worse 4. It was like a 96 earlier, and now it came down as like a 84 max. But let me check my zones here to see what we have left. It'd be cool. I'm so dumb. I've heard of the monitors. Are those, what are those? Are those snakes? I'm really stupid. Or silly, just like, let me know. I've heard of those animals. I don't know fully what they are. That's another 4. A lot of 3s. We're gonna go up this coast and we'll go take a look. Okay. I'll tell you what, here. One last thing we'll kind of do. I'm just gonna do this for like people that haven't seen this map. Where's like the starting areas up here, and I just want to show it to you. It's kind of pretty and nice. So 4 o'clock there. Okay. Yeah, the Python and the rock. Yeah, I thought if they did like an Amazon jungle map, I mean, people were saying we can do a great one, snake or python. I love it. I don't think that they're there. They would need to make what I mean, technology wise with the engine, but if they pull it off one day, it'd be super cool. So this is like the reserve here, and just like a classic view is these gorgeous like flower fields. Now look, hunting here, yeah, it's not the best. I mean, when you're in these fields, it's pretty tough to see. I've lost definitely a sight of like some boar or something like that going through here. But you'll hear like roe deer kind of sound off or pheasant or whatever, and it's like oh, but just visually though, it's really nice. So this place is okay. A type of lizard. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. So did I dug it? Let me see. You would like Japan mostly for the story missions? Yeah, no, like in the culture it would be amazing. Oh, oh, what? Oh, hey. Hey guys, are you there? It looks like I disconnected for some reason the software. I hope I'm back here. So if you can hear me, let me know just really quick in the chat. My internet just kind of dropped for a moment, but hopefully we're good to go. Um, right? So let's see. Hang on. Hang on. Yeah, just kind of checking before I keep yapping my head off. Yeah, okay, we're good. Thank you. Cool. Um, I killed a lot of boar in fields like these. But let me say this. I think that the next continent that's likely for the next map, like in the winter, is Asia. So let's just look at it. Sorry. Let's go to the most recent one, of course, with Intsuyu. So since we had confirmation in a recent Q&A where the EW developers stated that like they cannot produce an Africa map at the quality that they want to at this time with the game's technology and engine. Okay, which sucks, and I think it's ridiculous. They could have a second map and be fine, but we talked about that. So avoid, Africa. To me, what are like the next most glaring choices? Because they've done a great job of filling in, right? They gave us Canada, they gave us Nepal, like or Southeast Asia, they gave us Australia. They've now done South America. And so, um, given that last year they did like a North America and a Europe map, which were conservative, and we have a ton of maps in those areas. This year, my thought is like they'll definitely do two, I think, that are away from those regions. So if you look at the most glaring obvious spaces, non-Africa, it's either going to be Greenland for the Arctic map, which I just tend to think that I'd love to see it, but the technology, I just kind of wonder if they're not going to have it ready yet. Or the other one to me, it's clearly like Indonesia or Mongolia or like Turkey. I think those are the three. If you look at the map here, right? Um, Indonesia, I don't see them doing it right after Peru because you're going to go from one tropical map to another. I think they'd save that, so I think we can get rid of that one. Svalbard, yeah. So I think it would my most wanted would be any Arctic map, and let's say Greenland or something would be awesome. Would love that. I just kind of wonder, like, I for some reason I kind of have my doubts that they're gonna do like seals and walruses and stuff, just with the technology of the current engine. If they did, that'd be amazing. So I kind of think that because I just don't think that the Arctic is likely yet, I think that the next one is going to be either Mongolia, with in between over there. If you look at the map, in between, um, like Medved up there in Russia, and then Nepal, right? Like kind of right in the two would fill a huge void, or Japan. Like let's say Mongolia or Japan. I think either one would be that would be a great hole to fill in this. Or if you don't, then you kind of come over to where Turkey is and do like a Turkish map, which would be a similar kind of like horned species like specialty. So that's my thought. Like that's what I would say. And I'm just gonna guess that Asia is the next continent. Um, in terms of the fact that they could just kind of uh, they wouldn't have to push their technology any further from their engine. But if they surprise us and they go with the Arctic, with a huge polar bear and then like walruses and seals, that's my most desired. I just kind of don't see it happening yet. So, Anima Guy, you mentioned that Japan could have the brown bear and the Asiatic black bear, wild boar, several Sika species. Ooh, so like a lot of Sika different types. That'd be neat. A park thing, yeah, and for sure, that'd be nice. I'd like that. Man killer brown bear. Okay. Let's just say that too. Now, look, so EW is weird. They introduced one park, and we all liked it. I mean, for what it was, like it's a good. Saw Season's a good, small game and like class one species map, right? So with parks, they could do a lot of stuff. They could have African parks. They could have polar, or Arctic parks. Sorry, and then we just haven't heard anything since last season. It's kind of odd. And so, I mean, they could do one, but I kind of feel like it was almost like an idea that they did, and then it's like, where to go? Like, what happened to it? I don't know. So, um, Deadeye Dougie, you said, do we think that they'll move Call of Wild to Unreal Engine 5? Yeah, so they need to, and they should. Now, look, I mean, the sucky part would be that a brand new game, you're going to start from scratch with technology, right? And that sucks. But we're always going to have this game available. We can come back to. I think at some point they're going to have to. To me, if you're going to ask me, and I don't know, but like none of us know because, again, I love the developers in the game to a point because I have a channel and I love the game, but like they just kind of are frustrating as well. Like let's all be kind of. I think we can all agree on that. They have frustrations. They haven't come out and really spoken on like the engine limitations, but I think that Sunderberton, Intasuyu, Ski Ridge, even Scotland, they've been like a step up in quality. I think that's a cap though, in my opinion, on the current engine. And I could be wrong, but there hasn't been. I mean, we had of those like the new thing that was an engine push was with the felines, right? With the Jaguar and sorry, and the Bengal Tiger, like their mechanic with the aggression. That was new. It was great. And then a ski ridge, they did like the snow deformation. That was a pushing the engine. So like I could be totally wrong. Maybe this engine that's from 2016 or sorry, 2015 or 2017. I think 2017. Maybe it has more, but like it'd be unrealistic for us to all to expect that they're gonna have 8 more maps or 10 more maps on this same engine because like man, at some point, like I think that they're kind of probably at their limit. And as I mentioned earlier, to me it's not proof, but it's like a trend. Virhonga and Nepal and Peru and Tsuyu all had like at least 10 new species, but they all also only had one bird total. Which is crazy. But that's not logical thinking in terms of the species list. Like you need more birds in Africa and the Amazon and Nepal, but they didn't do it. I'm thinking because of an engine limitation, right? Because they did all these new mammals, and I'm sure it's a lot for the game to do. So, I mean, like at some point they're gonna have to do a new game, which is scary to think about, right? That they will. Um, what do they do? I mean, I don't see how they do a new game with like 2 new maps and hey, let's restart. Um, I would like to see them push this game for another 3 to 5 maps, maybe at the most, or parks or whatever, and just kind of give us like again like give us Japan, Mongolia, Turkey, some kind of Arctic park or map, and then like in Africa too at the end. It doesn't even have to be like this amazing Africa, but just another one, and then like finish the game out and move on. And if they did that, we couldn't complain. We'll have this game forever. But yeah, I'm really curious. Like, what do you think? I mean, I don't think that the Way of the Hunter 2 is necessarily posing this massive threat so far. I mean, I don't mean disrespect, but even though it has new graphics, and they're really nice, like for sure, the game already has a lot of bugs and a lot of animation issues and a lot of issues with its horns and stuff like that. That just kind of show that it's still an immature product compared to the mature product here. But it's kind of like a console generation where look, like this is old hardware and in an old engine. So they're I mean, at some point we're gonna have to be like let them make a new game if for the future for us, right? So I'm hoping that there's. I kind of think we're definitely in the last quarter of the game's life, maybe the last third. We'll see. And it's kind of funny. It's a weird time for me to start a channel, right? But I don't care about that. Like we'll ride the wave and we'll see, right? But I'm really curious for sure. Let's see, Animal Guy, you mentioned they have swimming for crocodiles and beavers. No, exactly. So if they, and I don't know what it is, it's just I would love to see them do the Arctic map. I mean, man, we'd all love it, right? It'd be so cool. Um, I just kind of wonder, like what's going on. So, um, we'll see. Yeah, do you, I'm just gonna catch up what you guys are saying. The GTA 6 graphics, bro, they look unreal, pun intended. you know. Um, but like that's not the expectation for this kind of game either. But I mean, the rough edges are here, and it's just, I guess you know what I hope. Kind of wrap this up, and I'll wrap up the stream here. And you guys have been great. Thanks so much. There's more viewers now than any other time, so that's super cool. I just really hope. I kind of miss not have I miss having a roadmap. If you remember, I think this was after Nepal. They had the winter showcase, and there they announced the first park, the fall season. And it was a park, and it's a new idea, and we all liked it. Then they gave us a 1 year roadmap from the showcase, where they announced, hey, the summer 2025, here's a teaser little video clip, and it was like a snowy tree, right? So it was a hint of like, oh hey, a winter map, okay. And then they also said, hey, also winter 2025 will be another full reserve, like not a park, full reserve. And that turned out to be a ski ridge and then Tournasheen. That was really cool. We need an American company to get financial backing, yeah. Um, I wish that they've stopped giving us like that 1 year or so roadmap. They stopped the winter showcase. we haven't had, like a park since last season, which is kind of curious because it was a success. They haven't told us anything really of what's going to happen next. I mean, we assume we'll have a full reserve in this winter 2026 because that's what they always do. But I mean, they could have changed things up, and we just don't know. So I get some kind of mysteriousness vibes from them. Jaxie Beard, of course, being pulled, from live streams, and then we don't even hear from him. We don't have a message from him. I don't think it's just he's just gone. I kind of hope that they give us kind of most of the things that we're asking for to wrap up this game in the next couple 2 to 3 years or whatever. I don't know, so that we have like not only the maps that we want, but like that they would maybe adjust the Great One setting because like when they finish the game, why not make it a bit easier for players to get a Great One? Because when they finish the game, and move on, it would really suck if they just never touch it and they just never make it easier to like naturally see a Great One, right? That would be terrible. Like when they end the game, give it to us in this like final improved state and let all of us players like get the stuff that we haven't gotten over 10 plus years, right? So I hope that they do that. They tweak the game, the Great One odds. I hope that they give us 3 to 5 more like knockout maps of these experiences we don't have, um, and just general improvements in UI and all that kind of stuff. And also, lastly, is remasters. There's so many. I think we need a huge round of remasters, but also what we need is a huge round of backfills. And if they don't, like they did it, what, 3 years ago? Is that right? I think, and they added like 2 species or so to every map, and that was great. But like, we need at least one more round of those. I mean, if not more, but at least one more before the game kind of goes away and sunsets. So I think to me, it's kind of like there's so much still for the game to deliver to kind of like finish and put a bow on this product. And the fact that they're just not really communicating much or just very kind of like sparsely here and there as to what they're doing, they're kind of focusing more on the moment. It'd be nice to hear eventually of a long term, hey, here's the final 2 or 3 years of a roadmap. Here's all the things we're going to do to give you guys kind of like the finished product finally that we've been asking for. And then after that, we're going to do the game. So I'd love to hear that kind of stuff, wouldn't you? Right? Um, we'll see. I just don't expect it, but um, we'll find out. So, hey, this is hold on, let me see. Dead Dougie, thanks for doing this. Yeah, I appreciate it. Oh, hey, thanks. That's really nice. I'm gonna wrap off here. Is there a chance? Oh, I tell you what. So, Animal Guy, I added a voice channel to the Discord. There was someone, I forget who he was. I don't think it was you, right? Who requested it. So I did add that in like a week ago or something like that. Um, and so I actually did get on there to test out the feature, and I actually played a multiplayer game with who is it? Um, Onyx, I think is his name. Yeah. And so, like it was actually my first multiplayer game. What I realized, I have the game on Steam as well. I have a game like this right here. Like this is a gaming laptop, but also have a console. I don't play multiplayer typically, but my Steam game is totally separate from my console. So I don't mind using that for maybe just kind of like multiplayer stuff here and there. But we did the Discord voice. It was great. It was totally cool. Now I will be honest with you, or kind of upfront. My expectation is for the voice channel to be more for. I'm hoping for more of the community of Discord. It's just because look, like I'm pretty busy like making content every week, and it's a lot. And I'm also like I will tell you like my personal gaming time with the game to just kind of keep up with trophies and stuff, it's decreased, and it's fine. Like I'm not complaining, I'm not surprised, but it has decreased because I'm spending time now like making content, and it takes a while. And so I between how much I stream and how much content I'm putting out, and frankly, if you look at like my comments on the videos and on Discord, I'm pretty instantaneous. I have to kind of set a boundary somewhere, so I can't also be just like always available in the voice chat, because there's just things I have to do. I hope to like be in it once a week or so, for myself. That'd be fine. And so if there's ever a request, like join the Discord and let me know. But there are other people too in the community that have joined the Discord that could definitely enjoy, like the voice chat feature as well. So at least it's there. And and also I will say, like, maybe there's certain times where I kind of increase it, like when we kind of get near a new map, something like that, or breaking news, we'll use that. So, but it is a feature, which is cool. So yeah, and last thing, Reptilian, you mentioned that, yeah, Parquet, it has become irrelevant. And look, um, I love Yukon Valley. That map holds a dear place in my heart. It's so beautiful. Iski Ridge could have wiped it out if they had the Grizzly Bear remaster, right? And I wish that they did, but kind of like thank goodness they didn't. I mean, I say that in the moment because there's still a reason to go to Yukon, but like these old maps, like uh, some of them just are getting pilfered for sure. And Parquet, I think, is the one that got pilfered the most. And now with Peru, it's like a knockout punch, and it kind of sucks that that was a good map. But anyway, it's kind of funny. This is the most views and the most at the moment viewers of anybody. I do have to sign off here because it's about almost 2:30 a.m. Eastern. I have a work meeting in like 6 hours, So I'm gonna sign off. But thank you so much for tuning in, dude. Like, or guys, these live after darks are really fun, and I know that it's a different time frame to hit with you all than people that kind of can uh, watch during the daytime. When I tend to stream like during kind of like the work day when I'm home and I can do it, and then put the VOD on. But I love these night times, and so just know that these will keep coming. Okay, like I value these, and so hope you guys too. And thanks for caring enough to again watch me hunt. But we went here on the Quattro. I didn't get like the most number of kills, for sure. But we got there quite a bit of a few ibexes and some roe deer. There's more to come in the future, and so I still want to get my first trophy roe deer somewhere and